Hi, I'm Steve. I wrote a script for my manga. In my last video, I shared how to create a story outline modeled after how Jesus told his stories. In this video, I'll break down my process along with a trick to help write unique voices for your characters. If you're like me and have trouble with dialogue and character actions, here's what I did. First, this is the log line of my manga story.
When an investigation is opened on the country's world-renowned martial arts team, a spirited fighter wrestles with the decision to expose his devious team leader and risk destroying his teammates and school's reputation forever.
At the very least, I wanted to be able to get into the why the characters are having this conflict. So here are the questions I wanted to answer with my manga. How were they cheating? Why were they cheating? Why did the spirited fighter have a change of heart? What is he willing to do to stay on the righteous path? As I was thinking it over, I wanted the stakes to feel more personal for the protagonist, so I decided I'd make him and the team leader friends. They worked together to be a world-renowned martial arts duo but cheated their way to the top, only for that spirited fighter to have a change of heart. Now he's willing to lose it all to go down that righteous path. The new logline.
After having a heart-to-heart with his dad, a conscience-stricken fighter wrestles with the decision to expose himself and his devious friend. This decision risks destroying their reputation as world martial arts champions, but most importantly, their friendship forever.
When it came down to the script, it was very bare bones since I did the artwork myself. I focused on the dialogue and added some small action notes. For the dialogue, I wanted it to be as short and sweet as possible and hint at the theme of the story, with the visuals assisting the dialogue. I started with the dialogue like this.
Why are you doing this?
It's not worth it anymore.
But because of what we did, we have all this stuff.
Son, I'm proud of you. But not for this.
You're gonna turn us in, aren't you? I'll fight you.
Okay.
This first draft was to get something on the page to refine and edit. I wanted to edit the dialogue so that the protagonist and antagonist would sound more like their descriptions. I also thought that the dad sounded too disappointed. I wanted him to be more aspirational. This is the trick I found really helpful in writing the dialogue. When coming up with the characters, I use this formula, adjective plus occupation. I like to use adjectives that are super descriptive of the character's core personality trait. Paired with what they do, it helps me to imagine the character's voice and behavior. I knew I wanted to reveal that how they were cheating was because the protagonist and antagonist were juicing. It would be a formula they created together to become the strongest martial artists in the world. The inspiration for this was a combination of One Punch Man and a 90s sitcom called Family Matters. Without having to go into much detail, both shows have genius characters who create a formula to make themselves or others powerful fighters. After 2 more passes with the dialogue, I landed on this.
You're not making any sense. The formula's compound renders it untraceable after 3 minutes. You know this.
Of course I do. I refined the formula. But is any of this earned? If it all came from deception.
Deception? We're just using what's natural to us. Our minds. Thanks to our genius. We created the Yenzyme. We're world martial arts champions.
Son, you were made for more than this.
I know that look. You're gonna turn us in to the committee, aren't you? You know, this won't end well for you. Friend.
Indeed.
The main thing that really helps me is to get something on the page first. It doesn't matter how good it is off the bat. The good stuff comes out in the revisions. In the next video, I'll share how I came up with the title for my manga. Thank you for watching and God bless.